Y'all might remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a video regarding the new black media director for the Biden administration by the name of Jasmine Harris. Well, recently we saw, and if you didn't, I'm going to read it to you, a statement that she made in regards to something that Donald Trump said at a convention where black conservatives were. Now check this out, and I'm going to get into it. Statement from Biden-Harris 2024 Black Media Director Jasmine Harris. The audacity of Donald Trump to speak to a room full of black voters during Black History Month as if he isn't the proud poster boy for modern racism. This is the same man who falsely accused the Central Park Five, questioned George Floyd's humanity, compared his own impeachment trial to being lynched, and ensured the employment gap for black workers spiked during his presidency. Donald Trump has been showing black Americans his true colors for years, an incompetent anti-black tyrant who holds us to such low regards that he publicly dined with white nationalists a week after declaring his 2024 candidacy. Come November, no matter how many disingenuous voter engagement events he attends, Black Americans will show Donald Trump we know exactly who he is. Child, please. Yeah, we know who Donald Trump is, but when you had all that vigor in your fingers when you was typing that, why didn't you remind people of who President Joe Biden is? Well, if you don't know, I'ma tell you. Joe Biden, who as a senator hung around with Dixiecrats, which is what Joe Biden is, segregationalists like James O. Eastland, Strom Thurmond, Robert Byrd, Jesse Helms. They was on co-sponsoring bills that would keep black children separate from the busing system. The Joe Biden that says, I am the author of every major and minor crime bill since 1986. Some of those crime bills got our people locked up in those prisons for 3 strikes for stealing pizza and bubble gum and diapers on their 3rd strike. Yeah, that Joe Biden. Since you want to talk about Donald Trump, who is a horrible person, I'm not saying he's not, but don't you ever forget who Joe Biden is. And you're talking about the Central Park Five and what Donald Trump did. Yeah, he's a horrible person and will always be for that. But don't you forget it was a Democratic prosecutor that did that to the Central Park Five and also donated to a lot of campaigns, including that of President Barack Obama, who had a vice president by the name of Joe Biden. So Sister Jasmine, as you sitting up there so haughty talking about what black people gonna remember, why don't you tell us, since you're so smart, about the person that's writing your paycheck and what they have done to black people? Those cocaine and crack bills where he gave his people who use cocaine, the powder stuff, a tap on the wrist, but gave your people, a copious amount of time in jail. That bill and a lot of the other bills that he was the author of have put a ripple in generations of black people, but you ain't got no smoke for him. See, this is the stuff that chaps my hide. These, good to do, well-to-do black people get up in high places and then they get the fake and the funk as if we're stupid. First of all, you don't get to speak for the rest of black people. There's a lot of black people who ain't gonna vote for neither one of them, but if they wanted to vote for Donald Trump, guess what? Democracy, your handler's the one that's always screaming about democracy's in danger. Democracy means I have a say-so, and I have a say-so as to who I want to go into the booth and vote for. But you don't get to decide that. But see, black people, y'all pay attention to people like her telling you all about Donald Trump, but she glossing over what Joe Biden has done. And for you lesser 2 evil people out there, if you smart, do the math, and you will come up at the lesser of 2 evils is Donald Trump, okay? Now, we can't, if we gonna match stuff, you can't match words with actions. If you think about it, Joe Biden has acted and harmed black people the most. But there she is gonna talk about the stuff that Donald Trump has done and close mouth on the stuff that her boss has done to black people. Joe Biden said that he was proud of those segregationists that I mentioned and cried at the funeral of, I think it was Robert Byrd. He said, he was my mentor. He said he was mentored by big time, openly unapologetic racist. And you talking about Donald Trump having dinner with white nationalists? Hell, they all white nationalists. Ain't none of them done anything for black people. But again, as you talking about the stuff that's on Donald Trump's rap sheet, don't forget your boss's rap sheet. And oh, by the way, throw Kamala Harris up in there too, because she your boss too. And she so proudly says, I'm not going to do anything just for black people. No. And she claiming she a black woman. And Jasmine, you a black woman. So you do some math and be honest when you talking to black people. But nah, you see the writing on the wall. You see there's a lot of black people who ain't going for the okie doke Joe and Kamala, the Democrats, no more. And there they got you up there going to be walking tall and talking tough to black people. We'll see about that. So anyway, before y'all leave, if y'all can go to africandiasporanews.org and sign up for the app that we have made just for you, and we could be our beautiful black selves over there, I would love and appreciate you. In the meantime, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.